Hey everybody, hello and thank you for joining us for session 10 of the Pirates of Dark Water, a Cypher system actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Vixie Bell and I'm your friendly neighborhood game master. I will be running this Pirates of Dark Water game today, but I cannot tell the story alone, so let's introduce our fabulous table, starting with the delight, the wonder, the person who actually wasn't unconscious last session, Sam Star. Tell me about Sophie.
Sophie wasn't unconscious last session? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Sophie came in clutch.
I'm so proud of you, Vixie. Look at you.
I know, I'm learning. I'm growing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Star. I use she, they, and the occasional they pronouns. And I have the pleasure of playing Sophie Stormborn, who uses they, she pronouns. Sophie is a grizzled, experienced pirate who fights dirty and, you know, has their own set of shit.
Correct. And next up, the silent but deadly and also almost took out Brother Blackheart, Komu. Talk to me, Joe, about Komu and you.
Yes, the silent but deadly Joe plays Komu, the veteran grizzled warrior. I've come to think of him as like a cross between Captain Rex from Clone Wars and like a martial arts fighter. So that's the vibe. He's a grizzled old fighter, strikes like stone, moves like water.
Ooh.
Assignment understood.
Correct. Yes. And our favorite googly-eyed friend, you know her, you love her, Courtney. Let's talk a little bit about Ozzy.
Oh, Ozzy, who is the silent but deadly fart joke of the group. He's here to remind you that this is a kid's cartoon, everyone. Don't forget
that.
Because I forget it all the time.
Dishonorable, chaotic, piratey ball of chaos.
Yes.
And I think, is she the only one who has not been unconscious so far?
I think so, actually.
Well, Zare
so
hasn't
far.
been.
Oh, wait, Zare also hasn't been unconscious.
Okay,
yes.
Well.
But
the advantages of having been a late addition to the crew.
Very nice.
Yes. And last but not least, the reddest and purpliest of pirates, Zaire/Pooja. Talk to me.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I don't use pronouns. I'm playing Zaire, he, they, a furious ecomancer who controls beasts.
So exciting.
And has a bestie cat named Dova.
Bestie cat for the win.
Mm-hmm.
And not pictured here in our wonderful, what do we call it? Our wonderful montage picture, our big picture, is the lovely Lloyd, who is not with us today, but Lloyd plays Ari, one of our favorite princesses of Octopon. Actually, the favorite princess of Octopon, because the other one's kind of a pill, to put it nicely, and to not get us censored on Twitch. But anyway, we miss you, Lloyd. Hope you're having a great time. We'll see you real soon. But yeah. That said, I think it is time for a 3-minute TikTok recap, which is going to be helpful for Sophie. Sophie did some Fast and Furious ship driving during the epic battle that happened in last
Octopon
game.
Drift.
Yes, it was Octopon Drift for sure. So our heroes, where did I put my summary? Oh Lord, I deleted my summary. Fantastic. With no memories. Oh, wait, there it is. All right. I got really scared. I was like, did I screw myself today? Nope. Did not. Thought I did, but it was a lie. So the Aurora found itself in combat with the Dagron's Maw, and our intrepid crew of pirates boarded the enormous ship to try and save Kadan and Jenna, Ari's siblings, from Brother Blackheart and Koa Nui, the dark disciple that he's allied himself with. After a furious battle, Zare was able to summon a Leviathan, which then proceeded to eat the Dagron's maw. The Aurora itself sustained some damage as Sophie managed to pilot it around and get some hits in on the Dagron's maw. But the real surprise was the arrival of two, let's call them old friends. The first of which was none other than the Wraith, the legendary ship that once belonged to King Ren of Octopon, or rather was once pirated by King Ren of Octopon. And the second was the Pandemonium, successor to the Maelstrom. Huge and imposing, both of these ships joined the fray and almost got to our wonderful crew, except for, that pesky Leviathan. When something that huge shows up, you're kind of like, we should leave. Should probably go. I think that's a good idea. The Dagron's maw sank.
Friend-shaped.
For you. for the animal tamer, sure, yes, of course. For everyone else, oh, we're crunchy and good with ketchup. We should go. But yeah. That said, the pirates of the Dagron's maw were thrown into the ocean as the Leviathan destroyed the ship. Our intrepid crew of pirates, Zaire, Komu, Ari, and Sam, all managed to make it to the Aurora and onto to the Aurora, where they proceeded to be spoken to by the crew of the Wraith, which happened to be none other than Ayaz, Jote, and Zuli, who had arrived at the behest of someone to assist with the Aurora's quest. However, there was no sign of Ozzy, because Ozzy found themselves on the Pandemonium, face to face with none other than Mantis, the once first mate, now captain of the Pandemonium. And that is where we left our heroes. But like all of these episodes have started, we need a little bit of a prologue before we get back into the fray.
Chongo Longo, I missed a lot.
Yeah, so stuff happened.
We did some things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Sophie was also amazing with the shipping.
Okay,
not that shipping, the driving of the ship.
Sam is indeed amazing at that shipping, though. Get at
Yes.
the girl.
Both.
Well, the interaction between Koa and Zaire would be something that you would be jealous of. It was very creepy and weird. But Koa is also creepy and weird, so I feel like that tracks. Anyway, on to the prologue for today. Settle in, because it's story time. Come with me on a stormy, wind-ravaged night, where a large vessel is making its way through the darkness, its crew frantically trying to keep the ship on course in the wind and the rain. In the distance, the lights of a smaller vessel glimmer brightly as it fights the waves and desperately tries not to be overtaken by the huge ship behind it. But it is too little, too late. The ship is boarded and its crew captured. The captain trembles with fear as a corpulent pirate approaches, his sword, the Deathbringer, held in his hand. His cackling, almost mad laughter fills the air as he cries triumphantly, "He lied!" A bolt of lightning illuminates the hulking figure of Bloth, the deadliest pirate on Myr. In a small house in Jandatown, the cries and grunts of a woman in labor fill the room. A midwife and her assistant move with practiced expertise to help the woman in childbirth. A peal of thunder drowns out the midwife's command to push. "Feed them to the constrictus," Bloth growls at his crew, holding a box under his arm and reboarding his own ship, the Maelstrom. The crew's screams fill the air as they are fed to Bloth's monstrous pet. "Set sail for Jandatown," Bloth barks at his crew, walking across the deck, unbothered by the rain or the wind. And as the Maelstrom begins to change course for Jandatown, A signal, unseen by Bloth, passes between the crew. Another flash of lightning, followed by a peal of thunder. The cry of a newborn infant fills the room. The assistant swaddles the child, while the midwife cleans things up and washes her hands. A healthy baby boy, although the child's skin color is a bit unusual. The assistant hands the child to the mother, who holds the infant close. Bloth shudders as he is hit by a poisoned dart. Then another, and another. He turns, brandishing Deathbringer, and descends upon his mutinous crew. But even the great Bloth is not immune to poison. Although the fearsome pirate is able to devastate most of the mutineers, soon his own body hits the deck with a thunderous clap. Mantis, with the help of the remaining crew, rolls the body into the bowels of the ship and the jaws of the Constrictus. With a smile, Mantis picks up the box. We've lost enough men to your obsession. A while later, the door of the small cottage opens and Mantis enters, holding a box and a sword. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, he begins. Bloth has been killed in a battle for a treasure of rule. He has asked me to entrust these items to you for safekeeping. He presents the gifts, opening the box to reveal a horn. The woman's eyes glisten with tears at the news, holding her newborn son close. Mantis gives her his most compassionate smile and asks, "Oh, have you chosen a name for him?" The woman looks down at her son, suddenly resolute. Yes, Zaire. Mantis places a hand on his chin thoughtfully. What an unusual name. What does it mean? The woman answers with a single word. Vengeance. And that will bring us right into our crew, which is sailing away from the devastation of the battle that has just happened. Sophie, you are currently captaining the Aurora. You are on the ship with Komu. I think, Zaire, did you end up on the Wraith or the...
I
Aurora?
ended up on the Wraith, I believe.
All right, so you are on the Wraith currently. Komu is on the Aurora. Sophie's captaining the Aurora. Ozzy is currently on the Pandemonium. Ozzy, we're going to get to you last. But, maybe you should go first. Decisions. I think that let's go ahead and, yes, we'll go with Ozzy first. Ozzy, you find yourself looking into the eyes of the very man from the prologue. Surrounded by your old friend, Mantis, and what looks to be a crew of some new and some familiar faces. As you try to make sense of what has just happened, you hear the wet thump of something being dropped onto the deck. And you hear her almost before you see her. Koa is nearby, having dragged the body of Brother Blackheart, who is still alive but unconscious, onto the deck of the Pandemonium. I'm not going to kill him off that easily. Y'all thought you're going to get off? Nah, no. But yes, Mantis looks down at you and says, Ozymandias, it's been a while.
Well, much a sight for sore eyes.
Indeed. And what have you been up to since your arrest?
Prison. What else would there be?
Prison. And how come you're not still there?
Oh, funny story. So, get this. Come on, you talk for me. All right, sit. Everyone sit.
And for some reason, the entire crew gathers around and sits. Except for Mantis. Mantis knows
Look at this
better.
little mongrel right here.
It's one of the 15 cats that plays Dova.
Yes. Dova, what are you doing here?
I love how the amount of cats increases every single time. There's just more and more cats that are cast to play Dova.
It is the way.
It is.
Cats. Anyway, sit down and I will tell you the tale. So, I mean, you remember my little mission from all those years ago. Didn't quite pan out as planned. Well, oddly enough, it was the professor herself who let me out of prison. She's looking for a crew, and I just happened to be conveniently available.
Conveniently.
Yes. She took myself and another prisoner. We went on a boat. We've gone sailing, and now she's looking for the rest of the treasures of rule. Apparently, they weren't all found by King What's-His-Face after all. Isn't that interesting? Though I suppose that explains why the Darkwater's still about.
Mantis looks at you and nods with a smile. Indeed. But I don't care about the treasures of rule. I care about who you're traveling with.
Which one?
He looks at
There's
you.
the princess, and then there's the tall lady, and then there's the punchy guy, and then there's the hot one, and then there's
The
a cat.
treasures of rule mean nothing
then
to
there's-
me. I want the son of Bloth.
Who?
Zaire. Stop and think.
Wait.
I imagine it's like the thought bubble in the picture of Zaire plus a picture of Bloth equals
Yes.
question mark. And it's just,
How did this happen?
Nah, Zaire's way too handsome to be Bloth's kid. Let's be real. I think you got the right guy.
Mantis tilts his head and says, well, only half his genes came from Bloth.
I suppose that's how it works. No, my maternal grandmother was actually quite tall. So,
Enough, Ozzy. I
Yes?
want Zaire. I need him to captain the Pandemonium.
Interesting.
Come with
I mean, I
me.
want
And
to,
he
but it's
wraps
kind
an
of a
arm.
different way.
As you're talking, he wraps an arm around you and like kind of not in a way that's like constricting or like trying to like do anything. It's very much to like kind of guide you away from the rest of the crew so that you can speak in a more private way.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. And he says,
You know, I put
Ozzy.
Dwayne in my pocket so he doesn't listen in. Okay, now you can tell
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Deep in the pocket. All right. Ozzy, do you understand what that child means?
No.
Bloth needed, he takes a breath and he says, Bloth's obsession with the treasures of rule kept us from utilizing our full potential. But his reputation is also something that we could leverage. I need someone who holds a similar standing. Someone who is young and easy to manipulate.
Not old Ozzy. Got it.
He takes a deep breath.
The princess is pretty young and sounds pretty easy to manipulate.
Zaire carries Bloth's genes. Anyone who sees him or sees them will immediately make that association.
Well, I
And
certainly didn't.
Ozzy, you are special. In so many ways.
You're always so good to me, Mantis.
He smiles and says, the goal is to use Zaire, a puppet captain, someone that we could use to do whatever we wanted, but still leverage Bloth's reputation.
Nah, you don't know Zaire like I do. I don't think he's as easy to manipulate as you think.
I've been a
He's
loving and doting uncle his entire life. Why wouldn't he listen to me?
Strikes me as being a little more headstrong than that. Besides, he never mentioned his father to me. I thought we were friends.
He looks at you and tilts to the side. He hasn't.
No.
How odd.
Yeah.
I'm sure his mother told him so many stories of how Bloth was wronged by Octopon.
Well, I've
After
really
all.
only known the guy for like 2-3 days now. So,
After all, I made a point of letting her know the injustices that Bloth suffered. In any case, Ozzy, you must convince Zaire to join the pandemonium.
Why do I gotta do it? I thought you were his nice uncle. I could introduce you.
He looks at you, Ozzy, and says, Ozzy, you've already infiltrated the Aurora. Wasn't that your goal all along?
I mean, now my goal is to get out of prison and stay there.
You're out. What's to
Yeah.
stop you from doing anything you wish? From rejoining your old crewmates? And he makes a broad gesture with his hand, showing kind of
all in good time.
the panorama of the ship.
Mantis, buddy, pal. I don't think you're seeing the bigger picture here. You see, this whole dark water thing, it's not good for sailors. You might have noticed that it kills people. It's awful. But the treasures are ruled together. And then the dark water goes away. And then we can pirate as much as we want to without having to worry about it. If the dark water gets too big and too powerful, and it just devours all of this heat and all the world, and then we all die, and we're like, no, please, not dark water. So maybe we should take care of that problem first. And then
So I think this is going to be our first roll of the game. Ozzy, I think you're going to try to roll to persuade Mantis that the dark water is going to end us all. Because Mantis is, this is a high difficulty because Mantis does not care about the dark water at all. He cares more about leveraging power on the high
It's
also
seas.
net for
funny.
pleasant social interactions. I think we're just going to assume this fails. I don't even
is gonna
we
be-
need to roll for it.
You don't think we need to roll for it? It's just
No, let's see if I roll like a 19 or 20 by chance.
okay. Because this is a 15. This is going to be level 5. So let's do it.
Okay, let's see what happens. I've got an 8. So, she's just her silly, chaotic, unconvincing kind of gross self. So,
Okay. He looks at you and blinks twice and says, Ozzy, you sound almost like you're sympathizing with the royal family of Octopon. Perhaps we should persuade you. After all, we did keep one thing from Bloth's ship. And he makes a gesture to his crew, who proceed to pop open what looks like a grate in the floor. And from within, you hear the roars of the Constrictus, a beast that was often used to punish those who wronged Bloth.
hey, cutie pie.
she waves down to it, just not getting it.
It's
And-
so big. Look at you.
Do you want to be its lunch, Ozzy?
No, of course not. What are you, stupid? Of course not.
And as the
I'm
pandemonium begins to dock on the far side of the island of the Espers, which we'll get to in a minute, He looks at you and says, "Bring me Zaire, or all that remains is for you to join Bloth."
I'm trying to, like, does Ozzy know he's dead? She's been
Bloth?
Mhm.
I think that would depend on Ozzy. We could roll about it.
Yeah,
because you
let's
have been
do it.
isolated in prison,
For a long
and
time.
yes, for a long time. Theoretically, you were in prison.
She would have known because it was after Ren had kids that she was in prison. So yeah, she would know.
So, well, this would have been like right. It would have been like right when you were in prison because they're all around the same age. Zaire is around the same age as Ari, Kadan, and like they're in the same peer group. I imagine Kadan would have been born first, so Kadan would probably be he would have started having kids basically.
Okay.
Sorry, timelines, everyone, for consistency. Yay! Where's the script soup when you need them?
There's a spinoff. There's a spinoff child series where we all go to school together.
Hilarious. But yes, so I think this would have been like Ozzy would have been freshly imprisoned when the mutiny happened. And probably might have been one of the reasons the mutiny happened, but whatever, it's fine.
All right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I mean, if the Royal Guards could catch me once, I suppose you stand a slight chance of catching me again. Slight one. I'll talk to the boy. I'll see what he says. But no promises.
He nods and he says, "As for Dark Water," he looks back at Koa, and who is demanding, like people who's not demanding, but like has kind of gathered supplies for Blackheart, who's now currently wrapped in a blanket and is recuperating from the battle.
Okay.
We don't have to worry about that. We've allied ourselves with the right people. So I don't imagine that it will be a problem for us.
She looks over and says, "What you thought?"
And that is where we will move away from you and back over to Then we're going to come back over to the Aurora and the Wraith, who the Wraith has begun towing the Aurora. I will say, for those who are on the Aurora, we have Komu, Sophie, Kadan, Jenna, and Ari have all made it to the Aurora. As you are being towed and trying to assess the damage, you hear a screech as two monkey birds engage in combat. Niddler is trying to fend off Anne Sayer, who is attempting to board the Aurora. Not board in the traditional sense, but like land on the Aurora. Even Dova has like rushed over to try and keep this monkey bird away. What do you do?
I'm still navigating the ship.
Yes, you are. You're still piloting the ship.
Okay. Sophie will attempt, as they're still steering the ship, will attempt to dislodge one of the ropes from the mast.
Okay.
And throw it over towards, trying to hit one of the monkey birds that's keeping Zaire from getting onto the ship.
Oh no, Zaire's on the ship. Like everybody's on the ship.
Oh, well, I'm going to try to swap the monkey bird.
Yeah, and Zaire is the pink and purple monkey bird. She's the one fighting the Niddler right now, trying to get onto the ship. But yes, and if that's the case, we're going to roll about it. That is you are trying to hit them. They're in the air, actively fighting. It's going to be a higher difficulty. We're looking at an 18. So talk to me about what we have to take it down a peg or two. It's a level 6 difficulty for those who play Cypher.
Give me a second to scroll through my character sheet because it's been a minute since I got a chance to look at it. don't really think I have anything outside of Fights Dirty. Yeah, I don't really think I have anything that would help.
Fights Dirty will lower
that.
it. I think that'll bring it down to a 15 because that's dirty. You're like,
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay,
Right.
cool.
So 15 or higher, let's go.
$15 on the dot.
Oh.
Meets it, beats it. So this rope splits the monkey birds apart. You kind of see it like it's one of those situations where they're like, you know, like when you've got two animals that are like kind of fighting and you throw something at them. Dogs, cats typically are domestic animals that try to pick each other. You're like, no, don't do this. It splits them apart for a brief second. And in that second, you watch as Ansire uses this to her advantage and dives past Niddler at the deck towards something on the deck. Zaire, I'm going to let you roll for Dova. This is going to be another high difficulty. This is a level 18. Or not level 18, sorry, level 6. Therefore, you are hitting the target number of an 18. I didn't mean to scare everyone. There is no level 18 in Cypher. My bad.
I was going to say, hey. You can't...
It ain't that hard. She's not a Leviathan. Yeah. So if Dova makes this roll, you're going to prevent something. But if Dova doesn't, it's going to be real fun in a minute. All right. So what do you have to lower it?
Can I use my might pool to help with this
Absolutely.
for Dova? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So
I'll
you're gonna
use. You know what? I'll use speed to lower it by 1, so that's 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's the 15 so far. We're at.
Yeah, I'm just looking at what else might. I don't really have a ton of physical.
Okay.
So I guess I'll use my might pool to lower it by another.
Okay.
1, so that's a 12.
12. You're trying to hit a 12 or better. Let's go.
Dova, best cat, nat 20.
Oh, major effect. Fantastic. So
Would you scared me there for a second. I saw your face
I was
and
like,
I
is
was
it a
like,
1?
oh no.
I was like, let me use my cat dice. And it was like,
natural
Let me
20.
work for you.
Okay, so on a natural 20, you get a major effect. So here's the deal. What does Dova do? What does this look like to try and keep Ansire off the ship?
I think that there's been like, because both monkey birds are in the air, and Dova has been doing that thing where it like she pounces back and forth, and then every once in a while like leaps straight up and squats.
Yeah.
And this, like, as the rope came by, she was doing that little crouch thing, and her little butt starts to wiggle, and her little butt starts to wiggle. So like right as Ansire tries to dive, Dova pounces.
Perfect cat. 10 out of 10. No notes.
All right. And so what is Dova's major effect here? That's a good
I think that in this case, like, Dova is in the big form and has pounced directly onto Ansire. So like pinning her down.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ansire is currently pinned under Dova and shrieking like angrily, as only monkey birds can. And I think in this moment, I would like Dova to roll a defense roll.
Okay.
Ansire is we're gonna say level 6, so we're starting at an 18. So.
Whoa.
It's literally Ansire's dex that's making it that way. So, and I mean, she is hindered. So I'll drop it to a 15. That's actually a good point.
Oh, perfect. Because I rolled a 16.
So you
My
like,
chest was tight.
Ansayer's beak narrowly misses like hitting Dova's face as she tries to break free. And she begins to squawk and scream. And now, like, you guys are hearing this. This is happening. So except for Ozzy, who's on a whole other ship and a whole other planet over there. But like Sophie and Komu, you guys can hear this happening. Zaire, I don't know how observant you are, but theoretically you could probably see this happening.
I think once Dova got involved, it would be I'd be like, well,
yeah. So
Monkey Bird, if you touch my cat.
I think at this point, Ansair like drops something onto the deck, and you see what looks like a smoke bomb begin to like kind of roll onto the deck, and it begins to fill the ship with almost like a smoke screen. So tasks involving vision are now inhibited. You're welcome. So that is where we are at right now. So what are you guys doing? You guys just realized like the whole ship is felt like not on fire, but just all of a sudden, hey,
kicked it off the ship into the water.
If you are close enough to kick it.
Komu knows the lay of the ship pretty well. He does his morning katas and everything, so he knows like the terrain. So he's going to go into the smoke and try to locate where that smoke emitting thing is and yeet it.
Okay, so visibility tasks are hindered. You are looking for it, but you also have things that can help you, I assume. So this is going to be a level 15 task. Or sorry, level 5 task. Target number 15. My brain's just putting those two things together.
I think we're starting to understand where all those are falling in at. We're like, okay, level 15, got it. Level 5, rolling a 15.
Sure,
cool.
Got it. So I have balance and careful movement.
Okay, so that'll lower it to a 12.
I'm also going to close my eyes, and I have physical performing arts as a skill.
Okay.
So that's 2 eases. Okay. And can I spend intellect?
If you want to spend intellect, actually, you can.
Hold on. I don't have that much.
Oh, okay. We haven't rolled recovery rolls yet, have we?
Nope. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. So let's go with 2 eases.
12 or better. Oh wait, 2. Well, that's because 15 with 2 eases, that's a 9.
9. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, come on. That is a 5.
Como, you are struggling to find the smoke bomb in all of this as the ship continues to be filled with smoke. I would like Dova to make another defense roll for me here as Ansair is continuing to try to break free of Dova's grip. Again, like level, I think we said it's a 15, level 5 because they are hindered.
19 on the die. The cat die loves Dova.
Minor effect. Okay, so
this is going to go so badly for Zaire later.
Yes. So what is Dova's minor effect here?
I think you know how sometimes cats will do that thing where they...
Can you hear Pooja?
I can hear Pooja. If you cannot hear Pooja.
I cannot hear Pooja.
I would refresh.
Will do. So sorry. I'm gonna have to tear up this amazing layout that you worked so hard for, Pooja. I'm so sorry.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
So the cats do that thing where like they'll like and kind of like not quite bite all the way down, but kind of biting onto Ansair's beak.
Oh God, holding onto the beak. Okay.
It's like, test me. I dare you to test me.
Ansair is not doing great. And I think back on the pandemonium, Ozzy, You watch as Koa seems to perk up, almost as if she's listening to something. As you, from the shore of this island that you landed on, you see the Wraith and the Aurora in the distance.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
Mantis looks down at Ozzy and says, "No need to worry. They are no match for the sorceress." As you both watch Koa dive into the water and disappear beneath the waves. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're pretty tough people. You sure you want to risk her life like that?
Mantis looks and says, "She's already gone."
Oh.
And the pandemonium gets to work anchoring. They busy themselves anchoring themselves to the island. And as you watch, we go back to the scene on the Aurora and the Wraith. Oz has yelled back to you, "Everything all right back there?" As he realizes there is smoke. And you've got Jote, who is driving the boat, and Zuli and Ayaz kind of running towards the back, to try and see if they can help in any way. And that is where we leave you. So currently we have Ansayer, who is bound by Dova. You guys are in a smoke cloud. Nothing else has happened so far. What do you guys want to do here?
I'm going to continue
you're driving
looking
the
for
ship.
the smoke.
Okay, you're going to continue looking for the smoke bomb.
Mhm.
Sophie, you are still navigating the ship. Are you do you find? I feel like. How are you doing with the smoke screen that is now inhibiting your vision?
Had to make sure I was off mute. I think Sophie, in the midst of this, is slightly cursing at themselves because Ari and her gust of wind is quite literally needed right now. So I think she's trying her, much like Komu, Sophie has a very, very solid layout and map of the ship, and also kind of like of the surrounding waters, like where they were at. Like she knows like their positioning is on the boat and like where it is, if it's away, if it's just in water, or if there's any obstacles or landmarks that are in this way.
Right.
So I think in that regard, Sophie is yelling to Komu of like the direction of where she saw the smoke bomb essentially land at, to try to help navigate him.
So I'll let that help you, Komu.
Cool.
As well, it'll knock down a level with help from Sophie. So yeah, I think we started. What did we say this was? Hello, Dova. The face,
oh my god!
The face of like, I win.
Oh, yeah. I think it was 2 eases because I had the 2 skills, and then so this would be the 3rd ease. Brings it down to what's my?
So I think this was a 15, so 12, 9.
Yeah,
9 or better.
9. Okay.
All right.
That is a 9
on the dot. So
Yikes.
You navigate your way through the smoke, and something hits your foot. Just as Ari runs above deck, because she had brought Kadan and Jenna down, like below decks, to take care of them and make sure that they were okay. Yeah. And she says, "What's going on?" as she runs into the smoke, and tries to like blindly into the smoke. Classic Ari, doesn't think about anything first. Runs into the smoke and sort of runs towards, is kind of running in your direction, Komu, but you can't really like see her in the current obscured fashion. But you do find the smoke bomb.
Okay. Our uninvited guest has left us a gift, one that I intend to get rid of. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm not going to throw it from where I am because I'm not sure, but I'm going to go towards the nearest railing that I know by memory.
Okay.
And throw it over.
Okay, so you're going to pick it up and try to chuck it.
Yep.
Sounds good. We are going to, because you've already found it, so we're going to come back to that. And
Okay.
like, well, presumably this is not going to take you anything. You've already picked it up and thrown it. I'm not going to
It
have you roll for
explodes.
that. You roll a 1. No. You yeet the smoke bomb into the ocean.
Yes.
And the smoke is still there, but it's not getting any thicker, at least. And you feel...
Ari,
yes.
learning moment.
Yes, exactly. We'll get to Ari in a minute. I want Dova to make one last defense roll against Ansair.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I believe our target number was a 15.
It was, and then can we drop it another one since Zair's beak is literally in Dova's mouth at this point?
Yes, well, I'll allow it. So it's a 12 or better.
Okay. And then I'm going to spend some points to drop it that third one. So that's
9 or better.
9.
Let's go.
Yeah, great. 15.
Oh! So Ansair is still trying frantically to break Dova's grip, but is unable to get out of it. And Komu, you watch as the smoke bomb hits the water, and the water begins to turn black and dark as the smoke bomb sinks into it. And it begins to go towards the Aurora and
Dark water!
towards the Wraith. Dark
water.
Everyone hears it. You hear dark water. Meanwhile, Ari's like, I can't see anything. What's going on? And you all feel a gust of wind as it blows the smoke away. You all have regained visibility. You see Dova like with a monkey bird with Ansair trapped beneath them. Nidler is hurt and is kind of is against a pole, like where he landed, sort of in pain. It looks like he's got some visible wounds from this vicious fight with Ansair. And then all of you watch in horror as you see Ari, and behind her stands Koa. She has one hand over Ari's eyes and the other hand around her waist. And she looks at you, Sophie, specifically, and smiles before she disappears into the waves with Ari.
Pongo! Okay.
You feel the ship jerk forward as it catches in dark water.
Crap.
And you see the same thing happening to the Wraith. And you can almost hear Koa's laughter in your head, taunting you.
Koa has Ari. Thanks. Sophie yells out over the boat itself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so you all hear two things. What was it? Somebody else yelled something out. You yelled dark water. So you guys heard the dark water warning, everyone who's on both ships. And you also, I think that only Komu, who was on the ship, might have heard that Koa has Ari. You might have also seen it. And Zaire, you would have seen it as well. Same with the NPCs, like Ayaz and Zuli both saw it happen. And you can hear them screaming, "Princess, no!" Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
As Ari is dragged into the azure waves.
Komu, man the ship.
Captain.
And Sophie will dive off the edge, or attempt to.
You are surrounded by dark water. So if you do dive off the edge, you're diving headfirst into dark water. I want to make you aware of that.
Where did they dive at then?
So Koa, like the way I imagine this happening is Ari was close to one of the rails of the ship. Koa took her by surprise and then sort of backflipped off of the ship. The ship itself is surrounded by dark water. You're essentially like, it crept
Okay.
up and crept around. So you have a perimeter of dark water that you are going to be swimming through if you choose to follow Ari.
Niddler still has the cloak.
Of
Where
shadows.
was the shield?
That's what I don't remember. I don't remember if you gave it to the Aurora or if you like you left it on the Aurora or
I think we did because it was the only thing keeping the Aurora from getting eaten by dark water earlier.
Como has the chalice.
Okay. So then if the shield is on the Aurora, you can technically use it to clear the dark water. But that is going to take time.
Wait, actually, did we give the shield to Sophie so that she could be protected from like arrows and stuff?
So that means Sophie had the shield the whole time?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I have the shield. I knew that this whole time. I was just testing your knowledge to see if y'all remembered.
That's okay.
I mean,
shield.
I'm gonna say if we didn't, we did now.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I'm pretty sure it was given to Sophie to drive the Aurora because Sophie was going to be the only one on the Aurora aside from like Cassandra and possibly Niddler. So, well, no, I think even Niddler got into the fight. So, yeah.
So if you activate the shield, you could dive in.
Okay. How do is there any specific roll that I have to make, or do I just say activation on and then it glows?
Power word on. I think for the shield of the protector, which is what this is. I have item stats for it somewhere, but we'll go ahead and roll to see if it responds to you. Because it will. The only person that the treasures like automatically respond to is Ari. Because Ari, Kadan, and Jenna, because they're all technically heirs of Octopon.
The bloodline, yeah.
And apparently also the other player for Dova. Cat number 2 has arrived. Look at me. Anyway,
look at the face. So empty.
He's like, I'm here. Why? Anyway, so you're going to go ahead and roll. Not a super hard difficulty necessarily. I think that this is probably going to be like maybe a 12 to start. You know, and if you have any magical inclinations, anything you can use with magic items, I would just use that.
Nope. I am all fury.
Cool. So
all
12
fury.
or better. It's fine.
Cool.
And I mean, we'll see what happens if you're alone.
That's a 9.
Okay, so you go to use the shield and you are able to use it. It works. The dark water is cleared, but you are going to take 4 points of damage because you are not a magic user and you just use something that's completely like new to you. So your circuits are fried. So you're going to take 4 points of damage as you are blasted backwards by the shield.
Okay. Does that make... Is it a difference between like magical versus physical damage?
Typically, like what I was going to say is your might is your physical damage, your intellect would be like for magic damage, or psychic damage. I would say that this is I'd actually split this evenly because you are blasted backwards. 2 of the points are from the magic damage, so you're going to take 2 points to your intellect, and the other 2 will come out of your might because you obviously are hitting like a wall or a pole, or you're not exactly landing softly on the ship. Is how I imagine this to be.
Okay, sounds good. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. I'm looking through to see if I have anything that would lower the physical damage I took, but I'm not sure.
If you have armor, you might be able to soak the physical damage.
I do have armor.
What does your armor say you soak?
Where is it at? 2. Armor 2.
So it actually soaks those 2 points. So you don't take physical damage. You only take 2 points of int.
Cool. I was never that smart to begin with. Yeah, that's fine. I'll eat that. No worries.
Did you need those brain cells? No.
I punch hard. Who needs brain?
Yeah. But okay. So you are able to clear the dark water. And I'll from the Aurora. Sorry, I now have cat hair in my face. Thanks, cat.
It is the way.
It is the way. Yes, correct. But yeah. And the problem now becomes that you don't know where Ari went. Because
And of
Koa
course, they
disappeared beneath the waves.
dived underwater, right? There's no air bubbles or anything that popped up from like their general direction or nothing like that.
Nope.
Shoot.
Hence Koa's mocking laughter.
That killed that.
People have some beef with Koa. I feel like Koa is a problem for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pound that one directly into the floorboards. Just you wait.
I'm gonna start writing that fanfic at some point. It's a big Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much that I can do if I don't get a chance to, and they're in water, so I can't track them. The most I'd be able to do would be to swim, but with the stalker feet, but even then it wouldn't, there's no way that I could actively track them within water.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Sorry, children's show.
No problem. Rated PG-13, so we get one F-bomb. Anyway, so we're going to cut from you guys as you watch in horror as Ari is taken from you. And back over to the Pandemonium and to Ozzy, where you hear another, like where you, have you deboarded yet? Have you like gotten off on the ship or are you still on the ship?
I feel like I kind of need to follow Mantis, or I'm saying I'm gonna go back to Zaire. I guess I'll just be on my way then and go bring Zaire over here.
Okay, so you're going on. You have disembarked the ship. You are going to try to. All right, cool. So you don't see Koa arrive with an unconscious Ari, who, sorry, Lloyd, you're going to have to do some rolls right out of the gate next week.
Oh my goodness.
Ari is covered in dark veins as the dark water contaminant has begun to take over her body. And you can see Koa is actually holding the compass in one hand, which is how this was able to happen. And she throws it at Mantis's feet and says, "Once we have the boy, we'll have 2 treasures of rule, and we will have no need to fear dark water ever leaving this world again." Mantis takes the compass, and they both watch as its light points deeper into the island. Koa smiles and looks back. "Perhaps there'll be 3. And that is where we will. Oh, but we still have Ansair. So you guys have successfully captured Ansair. We're going to do one last roll for her to escape. So one more defense roll from Dova, but essentially combat is over. You are no longer threatened by this monkey bird.
I feel like at this point, I'm going to give this one to Dova using the perfection cipher. And the user treats their next action as if they had rolled a natural 20.
Fantastic.
Whoa.
So you have a major effect. What would you like to do to Ansair in this moment? What does Dova do to this troublesome
I feel
monkey
like
bird?
this is really one of those moments where it's like Dova's kind of like taking her mouth off, like pet. a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then does that thing where it like, oh yes, I am definitely letting you get away. You're definitely going to be able to escape, and then pounces twice as hard and like grips the back of Ansair's neck and shakes her back and forth.
Okay.
Um,
Ansair screeches, and I think that is Ansair is unconscious. So good job, Dova. Way to be the best cat. But yeah. Okay. So that's the end of that. You guys are out of combat. Ayaz hops onto the Aurora and motions to Yuzair and to Zuli to like come on. And he runs over to you, Sophie, and says, "What happened? What is going on?"
Koa took Ari beneath the depths of the black water. We have no way of tracking. And this dang shield just kind of just drops it on the ground. Didn't even work. Or at least not for me. So
Did we not hear cries of dark water? Where is it? It is gone. Does that not mean the shield worked?
it
don't
did.
patronize me.
Noijatat. You young people are so...
Sophie just like slams her fist onto the railing. What are we gonna do about Ari?
Well, we have to get her, but we don't know where she has gone. We don't know where she
Exactly.
could be taken. They have no ship to return to. We watched it be destroyed. The Dagrons, pieces of the Dagron's Marv are floating in the ocean.
They probably have another one.
That wasn't the only other ship in that battle.
Where's
true.
Ozzy?
You had another?
Where is Ozzy?
Zuli looks at you both and says, "Okay, look. The Aurora is damaged. We need to get to land. We know that if they're on a ship, at some point they're going to have to hit land, right? Maybe we can use that to our advantage."
We were headed to the island of the Espers. Cassandra said that there was another treasure there.
So
Can't be that far.
I gave this island a name. I have to remember what the name was. So you were
What are we
headed
supposed
toward
to
the island.
do with this? Son of a Kreld eater.
Is there-
monkey bird.
Any other way that you could locate Princess Ari? Jenna and Kadan are not in great shape. At least not from what I saw.
Could Cassandra help us?
Either Cassandra or the other Espers. They seem to know quite a bit.
Where is she?
On the Aurora.
Well, you are on the Aurora, so the assumption is that
Oh, I
she's
thought we
below
were on the
decks.
Wraith.
You guys had hopped onto the Aurora from the Wraith
Okay.
to try and help.
Sophie will go down to try to find Cassandra.
Cassandra is tending to Jenna and Kadan, who are also... They don't look like they're in great shape. You can see the tiny black veins of dark water infection, like kind of running up their arms and over into their face. Cassandra is doing her best, but it's pretty clear that they're going to they're not like they haven't fully given over to the dark water, but it's going to take some time for them to recover. Even if they are healed like immediately, this is Komu. You know this. As intense as this is, even if they are healed, it's going to feel like they got hit by a truck for at least a few days.
They were exposed to the same waters that Ari was.
Correct.
I bet you if it affects them, it probably has taken hold on Ari too. Cassandra,
But
we
Ari
need your
has
help.
the compass. It should protect her.
Let's hope that she still has it and someone didn't take it.
Cassandra looks to you, Sophie, and says, yes?
Ari was taken by Koa beneath the depths. We don't know where exactly she's at, but I can guarantee more than likely it's not safe. And she gestures to them, and it's like, if they got hit with dark water, she probably did too.
Cassandra looks horrified. She seems to go inside her head for a minute. You can see her kind of doing this thing where your eyes dart back and forth, where you're not really you're listening to your own thoughts, not necessarily focusing on what's in front of you. And she says, well, I'm sorry, I don't see Ari anywhere. But I do know, from what I understand, something has landed on my home, Nez Kalgoth, Island of the Espers. Another ship.
So we'll head there.
Be careful. If there's more than one ship arriving, at least like this, our elder will try to defend the island.
You can't communicate with your elder and be like, hey, by the way, we're friendlies?
I have, but he will still want to put you to the test.
Whatever I have to do to get Ari back, I will. Let's go.
Of course.
And Sophie will stomp back up to the top deck.
And the Aurora and do you communicate this to Ayaz and Zuli?
Yeah.
Okay. They nod and say, what manner of test can the Espers give us? Scott Pango, why is everything with this crew more complicated than it needs to be?
I agree.
He stomps over. Okay, go ahead, Zaire. What did you want to say?
No, I mean, just grunt of agreement.
Ayaz and Zuli both reboard the Wraith, and the pair of ships make their way over to the island. And going back to the pandemonium, as we watch Ozzy retreat deep into the island, you hear Koa say, as she looks down at Ari's unconscious body, we're going to need something to make sure that they don't notice anything's amiss. What happened to the monkey bird? And when someone explains that Ansayer has not returned, she growls and she pulls, she looks to Mantis and says, I need one of your crew or you. Which would you prefer? And as she wiggles her fingers, you can see a little bit of that dark magic that dark water is propelled by, taking over, kind of floating around her fingers. And I think on that note, it is time for us to go to a little break, just for a few minutes. Cliffhanger time, yeah! So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, just to grab a drink, grab a snack, and we will see you real soon.
Yeah. Oh, there we
There we
go.
are. I was like, yay! Hey, everybody, welcome back. I hope you had a chance to grab a drink and a snack as we took a quick break for this Pirates of Dark Water game. Okay. On that note, when we left off, Koa had just asked for a willing subject for some nefarious reason. But we're going back to the Aurora and the Wraith, who have pulled up on the island of Nezkalgoth, home of the Espers. And as you pull up, you see not as thick as the smoke that once surrounded your ship, but a faint kind of mist surrounds the island. And there, you can sense the ecomancy sort of flowing in this place.
There is a lot of magic here.
Your kind? Or just in general?
Yeah. I mean, my kind is kind of the kind.
I was
There's
just
kind
about
of
to ask, is there kind of, I don't think there's other kind, it's just your kind. That was not a bright question. I'm sorry. Okay. Can any of you sense Ari?
No.
I actually would love for you to roll about this. So.
Oh, fantastic. I shall try.
Vixie's face was so devious at that question. I actually, like you were like twisting your mustache, like.
I need to get one that I could just wear and twist.
Okay, so.
Oh, I forgot to set a difficulty for this. Difficulty on this is going to be like we're going to start at a 15, but you can use whatever you want to lower that difficulty.
Okay, I am going to. I have magic training, so I'm going to lower it by 1.
Okay, go to 12 or better.
And yeah, gonna go with that.
Okay, cool. 12 or better, let's go.
Hey, 16.
Let's go.
Nice. So you actually do feel something that is similar to Ari's magic.
There's something.
Something is good. Okay.
It's like it's faint. It's faint, but it feels like Ari ish.
Okay. Is there, now that we're on land, do we see any tracks or anything like that from the beach leading up or anything along the lines of that?
You, for any kind of tracks or anything of that nature, you're going to have to roll about it.
Okay.
So what you got? This is going to be another level 15. So level 15, another 15, level 5.
Okay. I have tracker.
Okay.
So that will lower it by 1. Can I use stalker?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and lower it by, so that's a 9 now.
Cool. Okay. I don't think. What about serendipitous landmark? I'm more than okay if I can't use this.
Serendipitous landmark. What does it do?
It says, just when it seems like the path is lost for you or you are, a trail marker, a landmark, or simply the way the terrain or corridor bends, rises, or falls away suggests to you the best path forward, at least from this point.
I feel like that's more akin to finding your direction than it is to finding like tracks.
Valid.
Necessarily.
Okay.
So like if you were lost, I would allow it, but not in this situation.
Okay.
We're
Hey,
emotionally lost.
someone's-
Doesn't that count?
Okay, so we ease it by
You have
2,
no idea
so
how
that
relevant
brings
that's
it
going to be in the next 5 minutes.
down.
Anyway,
To,
sorry. Please continue.
This isn't fun anymore.
Guys, quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save.
this is the quick save.
So that's a what? We
There are
have to hit a
boxes of
9,
healing potions here. This is a tip.
right? Hey, Vixie,
Yeah.
what can I do with a natural 20?
Well, funny you should ask. Not only do you get a major effect on a natural 20, and as far as tracking goes, on a natural 20, you see a lot of animal tracks. There are animals that are here, and you also see the evidence that people inhabit this island. You see evidence of fishing nets, you see evidence of people living everyday lives, but nothing that indicates the presence of another ship, at least not on this side of the island.
Okay. So there are a lot of people that do live here. Still, obviously, this is a home world for some people. But there are lots of different types of animals here. I see a lot of different animal tracks. I'm not very well versed in them. I'm more sea creatures type deal, but animals is your bag. So just be on the lookout for
I
anything.
shall. I've never read anything about the Isle of the Espers. Not very many people come here, so this would be very interesting and new information for like
So excited.
Notebook comes out. Like
Okay.
starts sketching what the tracks look like. Do we have time for me to make a plaster cast?
It should be dry by the time we get back. If you remember to grab it.
Like mixing up. Oh, don't worry, I will not forget. Like it's like
Cassandra
crushed
sticks her head out
seashells.
over the side of the ship and says, I don't know if I should stay or not. Do you think that they'll be okay here with Ayaz and Zuli and Jote?
Yes.
I don't like him, but I trust him.
Nibbler.
Nidler is not doing so great. He's pretty hurt.
Okay.
I
Watch
brought
over him
down
too, please.
the others. Yeah.
Can we use the chalice to heal Niddler?
You can use the chalice to heal all of them if you want. Like I said, it's more that Kadan and Jenna, like that being dark water is going to make them feel like, and I've been hit by a truck and require 2 business days with which to recover. So,
but at least this way they won't be taking
Yeah.
being like there won't be like dark water
stabilized.
infested peoples.
yes, exactly. Like you won't
Yeah.
like they won't be taking damage.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so if you want to use the chalice to heal them, you
Yep.
absolutely can.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I'll do that.
Niddler is better. He's probably going to recover more quickly since he wasn't actually hit by dark water. It was just a monkey, like an attack with from a fellow monkey bird. But he's still exhausted. He's older. He's not as young as he used to be. So he's probably going to take like a day to sleep. Jenna and Kadan are much worse off. They seem to significantly improve once you have applied the chalice to them, but they are still unconscious, still not great. But yeah, so that's where you guys are at with that. And when Cassandra is assured that the group is in good hands with Ayaz, Zuli, and Jote, she seems to gain the confidence to hop off the ship and join you.
Yeah.
And she will become part of your party and can be a source of lore for you on the Isle of the Espers, Nez Kalgoth. And she says, I think someone may have seen your friend, the googly-eyed one.
Then we should definitely go.
Where did they see Ozzy?
She kind of like taps her forehead and looks down to the side as if she's listening. On the close to the other side of the island, we're going to meet up with her as we're kind of heading in the same direction, but from different departure points.
She okay?
I don't recall anyone saying that she's wounded.
Okay.
And someone, she seems confounded, says they've seen Ari? Princess Ari?
Where? In the same direction?
It was only a passing glance. They're not sure.
Where was the passing glance at?
She listens. I think it was close to where the googly-eyed one was.
Okay. So more than likely, if we find Ozzy, Ari shouldn't be too far.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's make our way to the other side of the ship then.
And as you guys begin to walk into the island, you hear Ayaz go, "There's nothing I love more than babysitting. Noijatat."
Shove it.
As they get to, as they start working. And I says, "Don't think you've escaped, Komu. We are going to talk. We're going to."
I say nothing. I completely ignore him.
Yeah.
Nope. We are noping out of this situation.
That was Komu's version of shove it in a just nicer way.
Yes. And speaking of Ozzy, as we watch your retreating backs, we zoom away and we come back to the part of the forest in which Ozzy is moving through. Ozzy, what are you up to right now as you stumble through the forest? How are you wayfinding?
That's a good question. Sorry, I'm just this path is just
okay.
Plopped
Dova's
himself
adorable.
right down to me. Let's see. I gotta read my sheet.
It's okay.
Well, have I seen where the other ships docked? Like that direction?
You have not. You saw the Aurora and the Wraith. Like you know enough to know that they are probably on the other side of the island because you saw them like kind of in the distance, but based on the direction they went, you can assume that they likely docked on the other side of the island from you guys.
Okay.
Probably should just have the ship sail around the other side. That would have been smarter. Well, Ozzy's in quite a predicament now, isn't she?
So I do have Superb Explorer, which is good.
Okay.
Good for searching.
Let's go. So you are trying to find your way. Is that what you were looking for? Are you looking for them?
Yeah, I'm looking. Gotta bring old Zir back to the ship.
It's fine.
It should be that away. I guess I'll just head that away.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. This was a 15, so with Superb Explorer, it'll be a 12. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to this?
I can use Savant Power Shift.
Okay.
So for specific skills that aren't, tax defenses or special abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, you're searching for your way.
By one.
Yeah, it'll ease it by another one. You hit a 9 or better when you roll.
Okay, let's see what happens when I die. I got a 4.
A 4, Ozzy. You are like, I know this is
little.
it. Yes, you are.
I'm very little, and these trees are very big, and the bushes are very big, and this is how I die. I just get lost in the woods.
You are so confident in your way that you find yourself in a sort of clearing. 2 things happen here. The first of which is actually, what I will say is I want you to roll an int roll here.
Okay, good. I'm a smart lady.
One moment, please. I've got cats
Goodness.
fighting in the background.
I know
But
that
you know
sound.
what? Good.
Kept
He was doing-
bite.
The girls are fighting.
In this case, it's the boys. So the boys are very
The
The
into it.
boys are boxing. Oh no.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so how do I differentiate like intelligence roll versus speed roll versus might roll?
Basically, if you want to ease it, sorry, I will tell you the difficulty level on this. It is a 15. If you want to ease it, you can
Mhm.
spend points from your int. Any kind of the reason I specify it's int is because this is something that has to do with your intelligence.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, that's pretty much how that works.
I have a nice pool of int. Let's definitely use that because I doesn't want
Okay.
to get eaten by large things right now.
Okay, so you have lowered it to a 12.
Cool. I have a 2 edge in intellect. Does that do anything or no?
That's a discount card for any special int-based skills. So if an int skill
Okay.
costs 2, you would waive that cost.
I mean, I'm still on Savant Power Shift, so I don't know if that changes.
Savant Power Shift, what does it do again? Explain that to me.
It's what I just used. 2 specific
Yes.
skills, such as history, perception, persuasion, are used by 1 step per shift.
Okay, so you would have to choose one of those skills. So
I guess it's like perception or something.
perception, okay, sounds good. So
So
we'll let that
looking
ease.
around.
Yeah, I'll allow that
Okay.
to ease by 1 more. So you have a 9 or better that you want to hit.
All right, let's see what happens this time when I roll. It's a 6.
It's a 6. Wow. Okay, the dice are telling a story today. So
They
Ozzy,
are.
Indeed.
I've never been here before. I don't know.
as you walk into this clearing,
Uh-huh.
you find yourself stepping onto the deck of a very familiar ship as the entire scene around you changes.
Well, that was unexpected.
A blast of wind almost knocks you off your feet as the rain starts. And as you watch and look up at the bow where a figure is standing, watching these rolling waves, a peal of lightning reveals who they are as they look at you. And you stare into the face of Bloth, the most feared pirate in all of Myr. And that's where we're gonna move on from you. Because, cliffhanger.
Mhm.
And back to your group that is coming from the other end of the island. So yeah, this is gonna be a good time for all of you. So you guys are moving through the forest. So we're gonna roll to see how well you navigate. Go ahead and tell me that. Who is navigating first of all, is my question.
I have find the way.
Okay.
I have some things that I think could probably ease it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
feel
Is
like
Cassandra?
I feel like Sophie is our navigation master.
Okay, 15. Sophie's find the way will lower it by 1. Cassandra is with you, so I will lower it by a second one for a 12.
Okay. And would I be able to use tracker with this as well, or no?
What are you tracking? Because tracker is looking for signs of life, right? So or
Yeah,
does it
well,
say
it says tracker says you are trained in following and identifying tracks.
okay,
if I'm
so
not
yeah, so
following- Oh,
my
okay.
question would be like, are you looking for specific tracks to guide your way or something of that nature?
Yeah, I think I'm still looking for footprints.
Okay.
I'm checking for any footsteps that look like they're like, you know how a footstep looks in sand, and when you're dragging your feet, there's like that burrow that
Yes.
your feet, like I'm looking for anything along the lines of that. I'm also looking for little footprints like of Ozzy's if she's been around in that area as well too.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
So let's go ahead and see what you roll.
eased by 3. That makes it a 9. You said 15 was a starting, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 7. Not gonna cut it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Not gonna
So
cut it.
no, this works out perfectly for me. Y'all screwed though.
Oh no.
You take a step forward, and suddenly the forest disappears, and you find yourself
Yeah, right.
on the
Pooja?
deck of.
I'm
And
sorry.
you find what?
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
He was just, you know,
Pooja was fighting for
sometimes
their life over there. I was like, you
We got
good,
two over
friend?
here. We got two of the cats in waiting, like fighting for their lives over here. We got we got the other Dova stunt double over here. Like, what is balance? I don't understand. And then we got the other one that's like, I need a break. I'm taking 5. We're doing great.
Okay.
But anyway, so you step onto a familiar ship. One that you have recently been on, the Wraith.
Damn it.
And at its head, navigating the ship, you see none other than Ren, Prince of Octopon, navigating the ship. And he cries out, there's only one way to finish this. As thunder peals and lightning flashes in the storm. And in the distance, you can see the maelstrom. So that is what Sophie sees.
Yep.
Komu and Zaire, I also need you both to roll. This is a level 15. Or level 15. A 15 target number on a level 5 thing.
Okay.
And is this for navigation or is this for like
This is for susceptibility to what is happening.
Okay.
18.
18, okay.
11.
An 11. Okay. So did you have... Okay, so you beat it, Komu. Zaire did not. So, Zaire, you find yourself in the same place as Sophie. You are on the ship looking at Prince Ren, who you know as King Ren. But this is a much younger version of him. Komu, you watch as Sophie and Zaire's faces go blank as they are sucked into this illusion or memory, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
And as you try to assess it and see what's causing this, what's happening, you hear somebody stumble through the underbrush, and Ari stumbles onto the path. The
Highness.
compass around her neck. And she looks very confused. She looks at you.
I
for a
rushed
minute.
to her. Yep.
It's you.
We've been searching for you. Are you okay?
And they touch themselves like to make sure they're all solid and stuff. I think so. I'm all in one piece, that is.
We should get back to the ship, but the others seem to be in some kind of trance.
Ari looks at Sophie and Zaire and says, "Oh, is there any way to break them out?"
I was hoping you would know. This is beyond my reckoning.
Ari looks at you and says, "I know about as much as you do."
Perhaps the amulet. Is this some kind of dark magic?
Ari takes it around her neck and holds it up. And it does nothing except point deeper into the island. And she says, I guess there's a treasure of rule here, but it doesn't really do much other than about this.
Does this Ari have any dark marks? As if she was recently in dark water?
As you look at Ari and you study her, I think that this is worth a roll as you
Okay.
try to assess like how bad off Ari actually is.
Vixie, you are killing me with these rolls right now.
Oh, I didn't set
19.
it. Hold on. I didn't set a level for it. This is going to be a level
15.
I'm gonna level 6. I'm gonna say level 6. So 18.
Ooh.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Hey.
Love it. You got a minor effect too. So on a 19, as you assess Ari to see if there's any, like, if she's been wounded or injured or any way, because this is purely out of concern. She's giving you no reason to, like, she's, but yeah, you can see that there are what look like faint traces of veins running up her hands, but they're not going up all the way.
Okay.
But you also, like, the compass is real. Like, you notice the compass. It looks like the thing that she's been carrying. The only thing that maybe seems off isn't her physical appearance. Her physical appearance, there's nothing off about it. It's in her mannerisms.
Yeah.
On a minor effect, you notice that Ari seems a little more outwardly anxious than Ari normally is. It's almost as if there's a level of caution that wasn't there before with Ari.
Now she gets it.
Is there nothing you can do for our friends?
Ari looks at them and runs over and tries to snap her fingers in front of Sophie's face. Wake up! Hello? Anyone in there?
Punch her in the back of the head.
You're in an
Like
illusion, so
the time-honored tradition of just slapping the person until they snap out of it.
It works every time.
And when that doesn't work with Sophie, because Sophie, you're in the illusion, she runs over to Zaire and for a moment, and I'm going to let this be your minor effect. For a moment, you notice a glance of reverence pass over her face. And she looks at Zaire and, like, lightly, very ever so lightly, taps his cheek. Like, hello? Anyone there?
Huh. Highness, what do you suggest we do now?
Ari, like, looks up, very stressed, trying to breathe, and says, well, can we move them, maybe?
Where would we move them?
Forward, in the direction the compass pointed. Maybe we can do something about that with the espers or with anyone we can find.
Very well. I'm going to try to drape people over my shoulder and, like, walk them.
Okay. All right. Sorry, the look on my face gives me away immediately.
The two largest members of the team.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Sophie's like well over 6 foot, over 200 some odd pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Just pure, sure.
This is Komu we're talking about, though.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Komu
could actually do it. He's deceptively very strong.
You are, actually. As someone who's taken your fist full force to the face quite a few times, I'm going to go on ahead and say very strong indeed.
Yeah.
A lot stronger than one may think.
Komu is that gif from Dexter where the guy is like, I know this is not Ari, but I can't prove it.
You have no evidence right now. And I think the way this manifests for you, Sophie and Zaire, in the illusion is you hear Ren say, we have to tell him we found them all. And then We get the wraith out of here as fast as we can. And as if on cue, you feel the world start to turn. As if you're moving through a dream. This is as Komu is picking you up. And you feel yourself falling off of the ship. And you each land in separate places. We'll get back to you in just a second, because we're coming back to the wonderful and beloved Ozzy. Ozzy, you find yourself staring at Bloth. Eye to eye with him. This is a memory for you. Tell me about this time. What was happening during this time? Yes.
I think this is the moment when Bloth gave me my special mission.
Okay. So Bloth walks down towards you, and Bloth is not a small pirate.
No,
In
but
height,
I am.
Width. You are itty bitty. Like you are. He dwarfs you. He makes you like he's his size and bulk. Just he looks down at you and says, "Ozymandias, I have a very special task for you."
For me? To what do I owe the honor?
You are the best equipped for this mission.
What do you need?
And what was the mission that he gave you, Ozzy?
He gave me a mission. So mad it's not here. To bring up the young Princess Ari.
Fantastic. So he says, "It is up to you. I have heard that King Ren of Octopon has recently celebrated the birth of another daughter. I want you to take her. I plan on using her as leverage."
I should be too hard. She's probably smaller than I am.
He smiled. He smiles. "Well, if she is, it should be no small task for you to bring her here."
Good old boss.
He nods and says, "I'm counting on you."
You count on me, Bloth. I'll bring her
Going
right
back
to
just to move us back in the timeline at the prologue at the beginning, I think Zaire and Ari are close in age, so Ari would have been born around the same time before anyone gets well. Actually, on me, I'm just gonna align that timeline because it's gonna bug me too. Anyway, so
You don't trust my supervisor. It's fine.
it's fine. It's okay.
It's fine.
My inner script supervisor is like, "Why God?" Anyway, so and he says, "Good. I'll await your report when you return. Let's meet in Jandatown."
Town. God. See ya. Be back in a jiffy, Chief.
He nods and points at Octopon. You see the spectral hand pointing at Octopon, newly restored, in your direction. It says, "Go." And the vision is gone. And you find yourself back, surrounded by mist.
Hey, wait a second. I already did that. A long time ago.
And now I'm going to
only
if you would like to roll to continue forward, you absolutely can here. But I will say that this is not the last memory you're going to experience.
That's fine.
So-
I can wait.
Okay. So, but yes, if you'd like to roll to move forward, that's fine. Again, you're trying to find your way this in the mist. So I'm going to say level 5. This is a DC 15.
Okay.
So you're going to want to hit a 15 target. Sorry.
Let's just see what happens with a random roll. It was a 2. It ain't gonna happen.
So, Ozzy, you continue to stumble forward. And again, we are going to find ourselves deeper in your memories. So, we'll come back to you in a moment, and we're going to come back to Sophie and Zaire. Sophie, you find yourself in the past. Where do we see you?
That was to me, wasn't it? And I got
Yeah, it was.
sidetracked and didn't hear
Yeah.
it. I heard Sophie
Yeah.
at the last minute. I was like, wait. Oh,
Sophie,
no, I didn't put it together. Sorry.
You find yourself in the past. Where do we see you?
I swear I'm a professional. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, my mom just brought me something and distracted me further once again. Okay, so I'm in the past.
You're in the past. Where do we see you?
How far in the past are we talking?
How far in the past are we thinking?
Whoa.
What is the first memory that comes up for you? That seems like it's burned into your psyche, perhaps.
Wildly enough, you know how like you have first memories of like when you're a child, and then you try to think, and for some reason you remember further back than you thought you did. So I think that's what it is at first. I think it is a memory of Sophie in like a baby Bjorn, like one of those like little cradle things that they're strapped to their now deceased parents' chest. And their parent is steering a ship. And I think Sophie has her hands like out on a little spoke too, and is like pretending to steer the ship, with their mom. And their mom, it's kind of muddled and muffled, but I think if there's anything that's very clear that Sophie can make out, is that their parent kind of like rubs them like on their belly and is just like, and leans down and whispers to them like, one day this will be your responsibility. Not yet though. You still have much growing to do, young one.
And I'm going to ask one question of you. Is this the day that you lost your parent, or is this slightly before? Or well before?
Slightly before. Just slightly.
Okay. So that is the memory that you find yourself in. You are a babe, but also completely with the consciousness of an adult experiencing this memory. And Zaire, where do we find you?
Zaire is young, probably 4 or 5 years old, and their mother is putting a practice sword in their hand for the first time. It is a small replica of the Deathbringer. You have a lot to live up to.
I think
it's going to be your responsibility to avenge what happened to him. He always meant to come back to us. He was supposed to come back to us.
And you hear these words that your mother is speaking, and you also hear her as you practice saying, again, this is not a dance. This is combat. You either kill them or you die. Take your pick. Which is very harsh for a 5-year-old child to hear. And then you hear the almost sickly sweet voice coming up behind you of Mantis saying, "You're far too hard on him. He has quite big shoes to fill, and to be honest, he's got quite a bit of growing to do."
Uncle Mantis, Uncle Mantis. Look, I have
Mantis-
Daddy's sword. I have Daddy's sword.
Mantis opens his arms and wraps you in an embrace and says, "I see that. And how are you faring with your father's blade?"
I'm going to take vengeance on all the people who ever came against him. And
Mantis
they're
gives
going
you
to
the little-
feel the wrath of Sam.
Good. He ruffles your hair and he says, "Good. One day the pandemonium will belong to you. And don't worry, I'll be right by your side to make sure that you are the most feared pirate in all of Myr, just as your father was." And the memory sort of wavers and dissolves. And we are back to Komu and Ari, who you guys have been walking through the forest. I'm going to allow Komu. You have Ari and Cassandra with you.
Yeah.
So because Cassandra's with you, it'll ease it by 1 if you're trying to find your way. Ari is with you with the compass, and I will allow that to ease it a second time.
Okay.
For your wayfinding. So that's going to take it. You have to hit a 9 or better.
Okay. 14.
14. So
14.
perfect. You are able to continue forwards. Cassandra looks at Zaire and Sophie, and she looks concerned. She says, "It should have worn off by now." She looks at them. "It's not supposed to take this long. Do you think?" She covers her mouth for a second. The only time it takes this long is if they haven't found the answer.
The answer to what?
She looks at you and looks down. "I can't tell you. Not right now. Not until you've experienced it too. It's the test. I warned you about it on the ship."
Why am I not afflicted?
If you aren't afflicted, I can only imagine it's because of your mental tenacity, perhaps. I only know that if it hasn't hit you yet, it might try to do so again, so brace yourself.
Ari, what was your answer?
Ari looks to you and clutches the compass around her neck and says, "Well, I accepted my fate as the heir of Octopon."
You did?
And she nods. There's still that little touch of anxiety, that sort of hesitation, the expectation of almost, it's hard to place, this sort of odd hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. Yeah, sounds about to say, seems legit. Seems legit.
Ari, do you remember the stories I told you about my brother and sister?
Ari nods. Yes, of course I do.
What was your favorite?
I'm going to roll Actually, no, I'd like you to roll because I don't roll in
Okay.
Cypher. I have to remember that. So I would like you to
No,
roll.
Uno reverse. Back to you.
Oh no, reverse.
We're gonna call this a. I'm gonna call this an attack roll on your part because she's not
Okay.
trying to. You're asking her a question that she potentially doesn't have the answer to.
Yes, I'm probing.
Yeah, you're probing. So I'm gonna say that the difficulty on this is a 12.
Okay.
If you roll higher than a 12, she is not going to know the answer. If you roll lower, she is going to give you an answer.
Okay. Oh boy, come on. That is a natural 20. That is a
Okay,
natural
all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
natural.
On a natural 20, you get a major effect. As well as Ari, you can see Ari like visibly become nervous.
Mhm.
And her grip on the compass tightens and she says, I like all of them. It's so hard to choose. And you can see, like now it's becoming a little more obvious that
Mhm.
this is not Ari.
Mm-hmm. You're
And you
very
can
convincing with your words. But
For your major
unfortunately,
effect, for your major
Mhm.
effect, I will tell
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you watch the veins down her arms get darker.
Yeah. Your words are very convincing. You're very practiced. But I've studied the body many years in my confinement, and the body does not lie. Yours is telling me everything I need to know. I spoke with your father. I asked him if there was hope for you. Instead, he presented me with a writ to bring you to justice. And so, Koanui, on behalf of Altamiri, I serve you this warrant. Surrender now.
Ari laughs out loud at you. Because they're like, what are you talking about? I'm not Koa. No one could ever be Koa. They're far too powerful.
Cassandra, make your way to the village.
Alone? Are you sure? You won't have an idea of where to go.
I'll be with you shortly.
She nods and walks and like hurriedly like runs off in the direction that the compass was pointing originally.
I'm going to begin to shout, Sophie, Zer, remember who you are.
Okay, Mufasa.
Those are important words. Those are important words.
They are.
All right. Yes, they are. And as you yell them, I am going to ask you to roll to see if you can break through to Sophie and Zaire.
Okay. What is it 15?
This for the difficulty level on the spell itself. So is a 15. So yeah.
Okay.
Any anti-magic stuff you have, now is the time.
Oh boy.
Cool. I am gonna
no.
say that if you fail this roll, you fall under the spell yourself.
Okay. That is a 10.
You
Oh no.
yell at this out,
Welcome to the club.
steeling yourself to fight this false Ari that you have discovered. And as you step forward, you hear the creak of wood as you also find yourself elsewhere in a tavern, face to face with Ayaz. And we're going to move from you and we'll come back because we're going to go back to Ozzy. Okay. Ozzy, where do we find you? Which memory have we drifted to now?
I think it's a memory of Ozzy creeping to a castle window,
finding a bassinet with a little sleeping baby.
You, Ozzy, you crawl into this room undetected. You've used your little octo sucker things
Yeah,
to like
climb
get
a
up the
bolt.
side of the wall. Yes.
Mhm.
And you come upon this beautifully decorated bassinet, and inside is sleeping a teeny tiny baby Ari. Like in the finest of little baby bed sheets that you can get for a bassinet. You can tell that this child is beloved. They are swaddled, they are warm, they have been given, you can see all manner of gifts surround this sort of nursery. And
Come on, little one. Sorry, please finish.
yep, no, go ahead. What is Ozzy doing?
She's gonna say, huh. It would be cute if it wasn't so funny looking.
Ari is
Baby.
fast asleep, so she has no opinions on this as a baby. So
She also probably doesn't understand words yet.
yeah,
Say, all right. Come on, little princess. Time to go with Auntie Ozzy.
as you pick the child up, the door bursts open, and King Ren runs in, followed by the guards, and says, "I don't think so. Unhand my child, pirate."
Oh, and then she'll try to like go back out the window. I was
And-
tempted to just throw the baby, but I'm like, no, no,
Don't throw the baby,
No,
please.
no.
Oh God. The baby gets yeeted.
Don't kick the baby.
How
No,
Ari
kick the
learned
baby.
parkour. Anyway, but as you go to turn around and roll and go through the window, your foot hits something, and you watch this little sort of a trap go off, and kind of like it's the rope trap that grabs you by the ankle and pulls you upward.
Mhm.
And you are left holding the baby but hanging right upside down. And from under the bed crawl Kadan and Jenna. Still, they're Kadan is the oldest at like 6 or 7, and Jenna is probably maybe like 3 or 4. And they both laugh and say, "Look, Daddy, our trap worked. We got him." And Ren looks to them and to Ozzy and walks forward to take Ari from you. He is, you can tell he's kind of tabled like his praise for his children later. He's taking care of the immediate threat. And he says, "You are under arrest for threatening one of the heirs of Octopon."
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you middling kids.
I'm done. I've done this to myself.
Oh, I love it so much.
But yes.
He's upside down.
And as you're swinging back and forth, the vision wavers. And Ozzy, I'm going to actually give you the opportunity to break out of the illusion.
Okay.
Unless you would like to stay.
Nah, this is not a happy place. There's some solitude and talking to rocks.
Okay.
Well, probably more than 10, given her age.
And I
Many years of solitude.
I think that's the trigger that's going to give you the opportunity to break free. Is you hear the ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk of Dwayne falling out of your pocket, but you don't see Dwayne on the marble floor. And the dissonance of those two things is what kind of sets your brain going. So
Dwayne, where are you, my friend?
we are going to try. You want to roll a 15 or better. If you have any intellect skills, now is the time to apply them to lower the difficulty.
Let's see.
I think you have Savant still going, right? How long does Savant last?
Huh?
How long
I
does
don't
your
know.
Savant?
It just says it it doesn't have a length of time.
Okay.
So, let's see. I don't resonance field. Shatter, but I think I need to break something. I don't think I really have anything that would.
I'll allow Savant. It'll bring it down to a 12.
Huh?
Your
Okay.
Savant shift, your Savant power shift.
Okay. Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what the dice say, because the dice have been saying no. Come on, dice. Hey, I finally got a 15.
Yeah, beats it. So this dichotomy makes you. How does this happen? Do you like blink twice, or what's happening here with you?
I think she just hears the plunk plunk, and like, wait, and her eyes like lock in on where the sound came from, because this feels not right.
Okay, and as you lock in on where the
sound means,
yeah, so you lock in on the sound, and you you try to figure out where it's coming from, but you can't readily see anything immediately. And as you focus, the scene around you shifts and returns to forest. You are still hanging upside down because the rope trap was real. So you are in a rope trap, but you are not in the memory of being caught that way. You are swinging from side to side.
Do I see Dwayne?
Dwayne has landed a few feet away, he's fallen out of your pocket and done a little bouncy bounce. And you can see his smiling little face a few feet away.
His little smiling face. She does the Luke Skywalker where she's like, and goes, wait a second. Upside down, tries to dig into her bag, pulls out the attractor.
Nice. So, and you attract Dwayne. You don't have to roll for this one. Dwayne's just gonna roll back up to you.
Oh, Dwayne, I knew you saved me, Dwayne. Can you get me out of this? Knew it would take a knife.
From a little beyond, you hear Komu's voice say, "Sophie, Zaire, remember who you are." And then silence.
Oh, it's the big guy. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. I'm stuck here.
As you cry out, you hear kind of rumbling through the underbrush as someone makes their way to you, and popping their head out is Ari. And she says, "Ozzy, I found you."
Ah, there you are.
Do you need some help getting out?
Yeah, can you let me down, please?
Oh, yes, just a second. And she looks up at the trap, and you see Ari take a knife, something that Ari doesn't usually do, and throw it with surprising accuracy to cut the rope. And Ozzy, gravity works in Murr still, so you ka-thunk onto the ground. It's not a hard fall.
Your limb is bent.
Yeah, Dwayne. But yes,
Dwayne,
you are
Dwayne,
free.
Are you all right?
Ari runs over and says, "I hope that didn't hurt. I'm
fine.
It just seemed like a lot of effort to climb up the tree and let you go. This was a lot easier."
Ah, that was a real smart kid. Look at you. And so smart now. Well done. We should go find the others.
Oh,
I have no
about
reason
them.
to suspect that this.
Yeah, you have none at all. About them. I think they're a little busy right now.
Well, we should go find them anyway.
I'll
Hey,
show
big
you where they
guy!
are.
Found Ari.
Maybe you can help me get them out of this?
Yeah, Ari, let's go.
Okay, and she brings you back to the clearing where the others are. And we're going to shift back to you, Komu, because we haven't done your memories yet. So in this memory of Ayaz...
We're good.
Too late.
We're good.
You think I was gonna let you get away? No, lol. We've already traumatized Sophie. We've already traumatized Zir. We've already traumatized Ozzy. It's your turn for trauma.
Okay.
So, in this scene with Ayaz, tell me, what is this memory?
This is after a big fallout has happened.
Okay.
And I'm sitting across from him, and I'm angry. You and Solia were my world, and you left me. You promised I would go with you. I spent years making myself ready, and it was never good enough, and I never will be, and that's clear to me now. And so I will be enlisting to the Navy. I hope we don't cross paths again.
Komu, don't be so hard-headed. Noijitat, do you not understand that I was practically kidnapped by the Prince of Octopon to help him on his quest for the mystical treasures of rule?
It will never be your fault, will it, brother? You're not even my brother. You never were. I was just convenient to you, just another tool. It's another little mark for you and your sister.
You were never a mark, Komu. And Solia's lived her own life. I haven't spoken to her in a long time.
If you want to continue living your life, I won't stop you. You seem to enjoy being a pirate. I should warn you, the Navy does not look kindly on this.
Komu, I do not understand why you are so angry. We are all adults. We must go our own ways. It does not mean we will never see each other again.
Kunda be with you.
Kunda be with you too, Komu. I hope you see reason in the future.
After you.
He looks at you and he puts his hand on your shoulder. Komu, don't be stupid. Especially not in the Navy.
In the Navy, there are good captains. Captains that don't abandon their crew. I think I'll fare just fine.
He snorts. I was never a captain. You Krell Dieter. And he says it not in a way to insult you, but in a very affectionate, like, I am trying really hard not to let this bond die kind of way.
I don't push him back, but I don't return the affection.
And you walk away, leaving Ayaz behind, and the memory fades. And now we're going to return to Zaire. Zaire, where do we find you now?
Zaire is full grown at this point. And he is...
I'm sorry, I'm hearing a lot of static on your end. It's very static.
I'm not sure why. Zaire is full grown at this point. He has gotten much bigger. Some would say almost the spitting image of a famous figure. And he's walking down the street of a town, a bustling seaport, but his gait is changed quite a bit. It's not just the size, but also the kind of controlled and punch and intenseness of everything. Whereas every time Block walked down the street, he owned it. Zare is daring someone, daring anyone to come up and say a word to them.
And the legacy that you come from is painfully obvious in the way as you walk up the street. Because it's very much, doors are shuttered, children are pulled back towards their parents. Things are like, people just kind of cower at just the presence of you because you are the echo of this fearsome pirate. That is on an echo alone. You haven't even built your reputation yet. Mantis is waiting for you at the end of the street, holding another box. Zare, I see that you have become a fine young man while we've been away. Well, I've been away. Not we've been away. Yeah. I've brought you something for your birthday. And he holds out this box to you.
I reach out and I take it and let pry the top off.
Mm-hmm. And as you pry the top off, you see a fine leather belt with a sword holder and what looks like a custom holder for your horn. You're grown now. You should have the proper equipment for your future journeys.
I appreciate everything you've done for your uncle. But it's time that I create my own legacy.
Mantis looks at you with an eyebrow raised. You are going to. But your legacy is built on a foundation of your sires.
There's more to life than replacing a dead man for everyone who claims to love me. And I'm going to find it if I have to beat it out of people.
Mantis laughs softly and says, I understand. You're young. You want to find your own sense of self. That's perfectly understandable. Why don't you find yourself another ship? See how they run things. And when you're ready, the Pandemonium and I will be waiting for you. I know you want to run from who you are, what your legacy is. But this is a part of you. He places a hand on your shoulder and gives it a squeeze. You are Bloth's son. And you, no matter where you go or what you do, will always be feared. Because everyone will always see the face of the most fearsome pirate of Myr when they look at you. And the image wavers and fades. And we go to Sophie. Where do we find you, Sophie? Little baby Sophie was navigating a ship before. Now where do we find Sophie?
Is this still the past?
This is still the past. You have not broken out of the spell yet.
Okay. So it's the past, but I think it jumps a little bit further in time. I think this is probably the last sail before her remaining parents decided to retire for good.
For the incident?
After.
after?
After.
Okay.
There was one more sale after the incident that they tried to go on and didn't quite feel the same. So this is the last one. It's kind of morose. Sophie is a little bit older now, but she's still young. And is attempting to hoist one of the masts on the ship, but she doesn't have enough body weight behind it yet. So she's kind of struggling immensely. And her other parent comes up to her. And Sophie's like, no, stop. I got it. I can do this. And ends up getting like pulls really hard and kind of ends up getting like taken up from, and her dad grabs her ankles and like pulls her back down to the ship. And she's just like, I said I had it.
And your father, in his deep rumbling voice, says, you had it so hard that you were going to go flying.
I would have got back down. Can't be a pirate if I don't know how to do everything on the boat.
You have a functioning concept of how it works. You simply don't have the strength yet. That comes with time, little one.
So I just got to get strong then.
Yes.
Got it. Then I'll be the strongest pirate that ever was.
He smiles. Is that a fact?
Yep. Watch.
Very well, then.
My muscles are already strong. And like she lifts up her little kid arms, little baby muscles.
He nods. Like, you are very strong indeed.
Yeah. Strong.
And as he goes to like pat you on the shoulder and comfort you in a very fatherly way, you hear the cry. Dark water!
Sophie's eyes get really wide and she looks up at her dad.
Close up on your face as your eyes go wide and the memory fades. And so that is where we have Zaire and Sophie. We are going to go back to Ozzy. You are free. You are with Ari, and you two have stumbled through into the clearing with Komu, Sophie, and Zaire, who are all stuck in the memory. And you can see them all kind of frozen in place. They seem to be seeing something that you do not. And Ari looks at you, Ozzy, and says, I don't understand. I found them like this.
Huh. Well, did you try knocking some sense into them?
Well, I did with Zaire and Sophie. It's kind of hard to knock some sense into Komu.
I got this.
And before you like can do anything, she puts a hand on you. Well, it might be a little jarring if we wake them. Why don't we start with Zaire or Sophie before we try with Komu? They might be able to help.
All right, fine. Taking all my fun away. Hi, man. You're luckier. You're lucky.
Reholster your guns.
I will point out.
I was gonna see if you were okay with a nut shot, but
there's something I'm going to point out to you in Stars and Wishes that I thought was really funny that no one caught. I think you might have caught it on I almost gave it to Komu because you did roll a 19 and 20, but I'll tell you later. Anyway, so Ari is like, yeah, I just, I couldn't bear to hit them that hard.
I can.
They're so precious to me, and she looks at you and says, don't hurt Zaire. I mean,
Well, dream fit.
She like kind of like sheepish. Sorry, I mean, just be gentle, okay? We don't want to shock them too much.
Oh, but I'm so good at shocking things. Fine. Now let's see what little gadgets I got in my little
toolbox? That's a good question.
While you are in your toolbox and have your back turned, Ari, like you can hear something going on behind you, but it's not anything like to be suspicious of. It doesn't sound like any sharp objects or anything like that. But yeah, so
let's see. I know. Maybe if they hear my familiar voice, I'll just harpy screech.
Okay, harpy screech. They cannot
screech.
resist you, so I feel like this is going to be an auto fail for you guys, but it's a good thing because you are both broken out of your illusion by this insane screech. How much damage does harpy screech do?
Oh, good question. Let's see. 2 points. You have a painful headache.
Okay, so you each take 2 points of damage and you come out of your illusions with the most painful headaches. With a painful headache. And in front of you is Ari, Ozzy, and Komu. Except Komu has his hands tied up.
Why is this happening?
Oh, Ari looks at you and says, "Oh, sorry, that was just in case Komu fought back. He's got really good reflexes, so if we break him out of his memories, he might strike out. I'd hate to get punched in the face, right?"
Oh, well, that's easy.
I mean, I don't understand how you're going to learn if you don't get punched in the face a few times.
I like my
Valid point. Ari.
Yes?
And Sophie's head is like cocked
From
one side. Literally cocked to the side and is looking right at her, walks up directly into Ari's personal space and like lurks down underneath her, like staring.
Mm-hmm.
What did I tell you when I first met all those years ago?
Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a roll. Because you're asking her a question she can potentially not answer. If you fail the roll, she will give you an answer. And if you succeed on the roll, she won't have an answer for you. All right. So this is a difficulty level. This is going to be a 15 target number, level 5.
Okay.
To try and hit it.
Yeah, I'm going to double check, but I highly, highly doubt I have anything that could ease that.
It's all the non-magical people that are like the most aware that this isn't Ari.
Right. I'm like, something like this doesn't make any sense. So you said a 15?
Mm-hmm. You can spend intellect points.
You can, if you want to ease it even more.
Oh, I can spend intellect points.
Mm-hmm. You did do a recovery roll earlier.
Yeah, I think that gave me one of those back. It gave me 2 back. Okay, so I will use the one edge I have in intellect to ease that.
Okay.
Down to a 12.
To a 12. All right. Ooh, I just realized what time it was. Okay, sorry.
Ooh, 16.
Okay, so on a 16, Ari looks at you and says, do you mind refreshing my memory? It was a little while ago.
Absolutely not. Hands up.
And at that, Ari breaks into a run and bolts away from you as fast as she can.
I knew it, and nothing I love more than a chase. I take heed right after.
Okay, so you and that, I think that is a good point to end today's session of the Pirates of Dark Water. Ari has taken off into the forest, followed by Sophie. Komu is tied up and stuck in a memory he doesn't want to be in. Zaire has just figured out what's going on, and Ozzy has just been rejoined with the group with a after being given a very specific task. So far, our trip to the Isle of the Espers has been quite eventful. What awaits our wonderful crew in the next episode? You're going to have to join us for high adventure with the Pirates of Dark Water. I have to say that. Cue music. But yes. Thank you for joining us today for this episode of Pirates of Dark Water. I'd like to thank our chat mods for their hard work. And as always, thank you to our amazing patrons who keep us ad-free and independent. I couldn't tell this story by myself, so I'm going to throw this to my wonderful group of storytellers that have joined me at the table today, starting with the wonderful Sam. Tell us a little bit about you and where we can find you on social media.
Hello, I am Samstar. You can catch me all across the interwebs, most specifically where the butterflies do fly blue, at Lust for Life X, LUSTTFORLIFEEX. Catch me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Trix Planner RPG's channel for the Chaos Protocol. I was gone last stream because of some stuff, so it is just me, V Connie, learning about time.
Yeah.
That's so much fun for the time mage. So come check me out there, or you can catch me on Do You Validate's channel, wherever you pod your cast. The newest episode of SS Bad Ship has just been released earlier today, so you can catch that. And for everything else randomly that I do across the internet, you can just follow me on social media.
Hey. All right, and that said, let's pop it on over to our favorite googly-eyed pirate who did some heavy lifting today, Ozzy. Talk to me, Courtney. Where can we find you? Where can we learn more about you?
God. Well, you can find me on TikTok at Courtney Lee Craft, where I play the hurdy-gurdy.
Yay!
You can find me in the opening credits of Critical Role Campaign 4. You can find me on the soundtrack to The Witcher Season 3. Next year, you can find me on the video game soundtrack that I can't talk about yet because NDAs, but follow me. I'll talk about it there.
Yay!
And you can find me here next week for what I believe is our finale, right?
Second, penultimate episode.
Penultimate.
Yes, because we have our final episode is on the 13th.
Yeah.
So,
do we have an episode next?
Spooky.
I know that I'm out next.
That just means Ozzy's either unconscious or is being kidnapped.
Finally,
also.
my time has come to be unconscious.
Your time has come.
Fine.
And then we have the wonderful, the delightful, the heir of Bloth. It's there. Talk to me, Pooja. Let's find out more about you.
Hi, I'm Pooja. You can find me, I don't use pronouns, and you can find me on the internet as Forgotten Saves. If you want to hear me play more TTRPGs, you can find me on Sundays on HappyJack's RPG, playing your astonishing Marshall T-Team Sorcerer as they hurrah everyone's favorite Bembo on the Astral Circus. We're having a phenomenally fun time. And they have infiltrated the hells.
The hells.
Everything will go great. Everything's already going great. I found a big egg.
Yay! And last but not least, the delightful, the wonderful Joe. Tell me about you. Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm the silent but deadly Joe. I've been playing Komu, and you can find me at Unspun Tales at Blue Sky.
And I have been your friendly neighborhood GM for this game of Pirates of Dark Water. My name is Vixie Bell, and you can find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I run, play, and produce games. We're actually getting ready to film our game of Flabbergasted. It is a holiday-themed game where the social clubs are having a holiday party, and we're going to see who gets some petty crime done against them. Because if you haven't played Flabbergasted yet, it is a 1920s comedy. It is going to be hilarious and lots of fun. And yeah, for everything that we have coming up, you can find me over on at Vixie Bell or at Vixie Bell Cosplay or at Pocket Dragon Pub on socials. And there's a whole other part of the script that I got to get to. Join us on Saturdays at 12 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. PST for our next session. And if you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water. And if you want to find all of the other APs on Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.